Global Stars, welcome to today's class. Today is the day 2 of our 25 Python projects for beginners to advance in 2025. And guys, guess what? As I earlier told you guys in the part 1, in the day 1 of this Python project, I said I'm keeping the source code in the description below. So the source code to all the projects that we are doing, if you check the description below, you're going to see the link to my GitHub account that you're able to get the source code from there. Okay, so don't worry about it, don't panic. So today, what is it that we are going to be doing today? We are going to be doing all the 3 projects because every day we are doing 3 projects. So the day 1 we did 3 projects. So if you haven't watched the 3 projects we did, you haven't watched that video, don't worry. At the end of this class, I'm going to keep it at the end screen so you can be able to click on it and be able to watch that video and also get the projects. Okay. And also, today we are going to be seeing the next 3 projects in this 25 Python projects. So today we are going to be seeing the projects to complete is the number guessing game. It's a very beautiful game. We are going to be seeing the password generator project, and we are going to be seeing the password strength checker project. So these are the 3 projects that we are going to be working with today, and you're going to see how beautiful and exciting it is, okay? Because it helps you to know how to assemble your codes. So the first of them, the fourth, which is the fourth project, is the number guessing game. So as I told you guys, always be in the attitude of always creating an expectation or a mind map or whatever project you want to build, because this is going to help you to know how to assemble your code, to know what comes first and what comes next, or what is expected at the end of this particular project. And before we continue, guys, if you have not yet liked this video, what are you still waiting for? Guys, click the like button. If you look down here, look at the mouse. Click the like button. Just click the like button, you know this like button, and then you can share with others, guys. Share with your friends, your families, whoever you are sharing with. And for those of you who are stumbling on this channel for the very first time, if today is your first time coming to my channel, guys, don't forget to do what to click the subscribe button. You subscribe only once you've subscribed, and then you hit the notification bell, that bell icon. You can then take all, so that you get notified whenever all the day 2 3 day 4 day 5 will be coming, because all the projects we are going to do them, isn't it, guys? Let's rock together and see to the end. And it is a challenge for you to be able to do it right. And when I explain this project, do me a favor, like when I explain the expectation, you can pause my video, and then you try to work it out yourself, to try to create the project yourself, and then you come back to my solution and check if it is the same as mine, or otherwise we can still work together. You're working together while I'm explaining. You can do it together with us. No, let's go together. We are holding our hands. The guessing game, the expectation we are having, the aim is to guess a particular number that the program is going to come up with. Meaning that the computer is going to generate a random number for us, isn't it? And that number is going to be generated between 1 and 100. So then it should be able to ask the user or the player, whoever that is playing the game, that is the user, it should be able to ask us to make a guess. So we are going to make a guess without knowing the number that the user generated, that the computer generated, isn't it? We just have to guess it. That is one thing that is so beautiful about it, because you're guessing a number that you don't know. So it is going to check if the number that the user play or the player guesses or enters is the same as the one that is generated randomly by the computer. So if it is not, it is going to what? If it's not a valid number, then it is going to print an error message, right? Otherwise, we should do what we should give the user or player some feedback to make them to understand that the number you've entered, it is not the correct one. It is not to make them to understand. That is why I said, if the number that the user or the player enters is less than the guess, it should print it's too low. So at least it's going to guide the user, right, to know where to start placing the number. If the number is greater than the guess, it should tell the user that the number is too high. Else, otherwise, if it is neither high nor neither low, what is it? Therefore means it is equal to the guess, right? Then it should be able to print a message to congratulate the user, isn't it? Can tell the user, well done, or congratulations, you have done where you guessed the number correctly, isn't it? And then finally, we are going to be doing something. Finally, we are going to be putting all of this except the first line in a loop. Why are we putting in the loop? Because we want to make the user to be able to have multiple guesses. They should be able to play as multiple time, multiple guesses, keep entering and entering without stopping. Otherwise, you get it until they get the word or final guess, which is the correct one that is equal to the guess that the computer generated. So we should put everything, our code in a loop. That is why you see me putting a loop here. Okay, so guys, as I'm saying again, if you have been watching in this channel, you've been rocking with us from day one, guys. And those of you who maybe you want to learn better Python full course, don't worry. If you look here, you will look on the screen. As you're watching this, you're going to see what you're going to see the card. You see something on the on top right. You see there is saying Python full course for beginners. You can click there and you can be able to watch the full course. Or inside this our page, you're going to see Python full course for beginners at Code Global. In this channel, you're going to find it too be able to study. You can study it as if you want, you can share with others. And please, guys, be in the attitude to always click the like button. But when you click the like button, it is going to boost the algorithm of this channel and it's going to allow YouTube to be able to push the videos to other people that are in need of this. You don't want to be the only one getting the knowledge, right? Let's try to support this just by clicking the like, if you, and then the share button, and then click, even keep a comment in the comment section for me to know how you're practicing, if you're enjoying it, if the class is really helpful to you. And please, if you have never subscribed in this channel, if this is your first time stumbling this channel or you have been with us, you have never subscribed, please, guys, don't forget to click the subscribe button, right? Just join the community. It's a very healthy and beautiful one. So, guys, let's head over now to see how we can bring this particular program. We can bring everything we've written here programmatically, we can write it. Yes. We have guess. This is how the program is supposed to be. Guess the number between 1 and 100. So let's say I'm going to guess. I'm just going to guess that the number can be, let's say 50. It says it's too high because, we have to give the users the feedback, isn't it? Give the users the feedback to know whether they are within, to know whether the number that I've entered is high or low. Okay, let's just say it says it's too high. I'm going to give 30. Right, it's still telling me 30 is too high. So this is guiding me, right? It's guiding the user to be able to know, what to do. Let's say I'm giving 20. It's too low, so let's give 25. It's too low, so let me go with 27. It's too high. That for me, it should be 26, right? Congratulations, you guessed the number, you get it. Now, what is this? One thing with this game is that it is very beautiful because it is very relaxing. And then you think about, it's like using your brain to like, it's just relaxing, like you're playing and enjoying it. So this is a number, the program or the computer has generated a random number. And then you as a player, you as a person guessing, you're just guessing the number, and because it is giving back the feedback in the program we made in the format that we give feedback, it guides the user to know now where to place the number to be able to guess the number. Because without this feedback, it will be difficult for you to know which number exactly you can go to guess it, isn't it? That is beautiful. So this is how this is the outcome of this program, how it should look like. And you see, it gives the users the room to be able to play as much as possible. So let's head over to see how we can put the codes to be able to get this output, the desired output like this. Let's go. So if you look here, some important, I say important package is called random because the computer is going to be generating a random number, isn't it? We're going to be having a random number that is generated. So this number, I'm going to say the random.grandif. What is the range of the number between 1 and 100? You get it? It's going to generate a number for us, and I'm assigning it to a variable called number to guess. You get it? Meaning that what? This is the number that is being generated, and then we have to, within this range, and then we have to guess the number, isn't it? Then, now, see, we have an input function. This input function now we are passing it to an int function because it's going to be we're converting whatever the string, the number the user is entering to be an integer value, isn't it? So I'm asking the users, I say, guess the number between 1 and 100, and I'm assigning it to a guess variable because it is the user, because what the guess variable is holding is the number that the user is guessing, and what the number to guess is holding is this variable is holding the number that is generated randomly by the computer, isn't it? By the program, right? Exactly. So now I'm putting a condition. I said, if the guess means that if the number that the user is guessing is less than the number that the computer has generated or the program has generated, then you have to print that is too low, print too low. You get it? Or if the number that the user guessed, which is the guess, is greater than the number that the program generated, then you have to give a feedback to the user to say print say hi, because this two these are feedbacks that will help the user to know whether he or she is within the range of guessing what the number that the program has generated. Okay, so now I say else print. If now look, if it is neither high nor low, means it is equal, right? Means the else panel we are printing that congratulations, you guessed the number, because the number that you've guessed is equal to the number that is being generated by the computer or the program. You get it? So now, as I told you, that this particular position, we are going to put it in a loop. Why are we putting it inside a loop? We are putting it inside a while loop. We are putting a loop because we want to allow the users to keep guessing. You get it? Keep guessing until they finally get the correct answer, to allow them to have multiple guesses, not to break the loop. Don't you just allow them to get one and then say, no, you didn't get it. Allow them to have multiple guesses. The player should be able to have multiple guesses to be able to get through. Then, so now I'm putting it inside a try block. I'm handling this inside a try block, the exception here. Because if the user now gives something that is out of the range, different, for example, we are given an integer value, you just go and give a string. It should not just throw errors to us, red things to just be seen on the screen. No, we want something that is going to handle the exception. That is why we have the except keyword, that we are having the value error that is going to, we are handling it. We are handling this exception that it should print, enter a valid number. You get it? So this is just all about it, guys. A number guessing game. It is a very beautiful game, right? This is just, the code is very few. It's not much. It's just guessing the game. And let's just try to run it one more time. You already saw the output. I'm going to run the program again for us to see. It says, guess the number from 1 to 100. So I'm just going to give us 30. It says it's too low, so let me give 50. It says it's too low, so I'm just going to give 90. I'm just trying to find where I am. It's too low. Let me get 98. It's too high, so let me get 90, 97. It's still too high, so 95. Still too high, let's say 92, 93. It's too low, then therefore it should be 94, right? Says, congratulations, you guys the number right. So you see, it's allowing me to have I as a user or the player. It gives me the room. That's why we put in the loop. So it allows me to have multiple guesses until I finally got the right one, because it shows that in this round, the computer had generated what? The program generated what? A random number as 94. And I also guessed the number as 94. So because of that, I got it right. Now look at something. I just run the program again. Guess the number. Let's say I give a letter WA. They say guess the number. It's supposed to be an integer. I'm given a string. You see, it's going to tell me the exception handling is handling this part. Please enter a valid number. But if I didn't put this in the try block to be able to handle the exception, all of this place would have just been red. It has just been red in here, because the out it will just be showing error everywhere with red, because there was nothing to handle the exception. But because I handled the exception, that is why we are able to do what? To be able to handle it. So the user now know, oh, I didn't put it correctly. Let me put it correctly. Then you're going to say, okay, let me do it in that the right way. You're going to remember that, okay, I need to give a number. I made a mistake and gave a string. So it's too high. So I'm just going to keep going. So it's giving them multiple guesses for them to be able to have multiple guesses, isn't it? Just like that. Keep going until you find the right number. So it's still too high. So 24. You see, I got it. Say congratulations, you guessed the right number. So that's it, guys, for this number guessing game. So hope it is clear, guys. It's very good. It's very easy, right? Understandable. Hope it is clear, and I hope you're enjoying it. So let's move over now to the second program and see how it goes. The next one we are going to be seeing is a password generator. We are going to be seeing how to be able to generate a password. This is a project that we are going to be working with. So with this password generator program, so as I told you about this particular project, the first thing whenever you're having any project or program, whatever you want to do, is the expectation. What is expected of us, or what do we need to put? We need to put the mind map down to be able to understand how we are going to be able to write our code. So we need to create a program that takes the length of a password and generates a random password of the same length. So to create a password, we declare a string of numbers. So we are going to have a string of number plus uppercase, lowercase, special characters, and so forth. You get it? So it takes a random sample of the string of the length given by the user. Then it asks the users for the input of the password length. The users have to give the length of the password that they want to have, because it is going with all the criteria above, they're going to give, and it's going to generate a password for them. Also, you should give the user the choice to select the cases above that include their password, and the computer should randomly generate the password with same length based on the user's choice selected above. Whatever the user has selected, that is what it is going to use all of those things to be able to generate the password. And guys, if you have come stumbled to this second part, and make sure to always watch the video to the end. You get me? If you have reached to this part now, no, and you have not liked this video, and you're in this in the fifth project of the 25 Python project, means the second project of today. You have not liked this video, guys. You have not shared it, and then maybe what are you still waiting for? And if this is your first time in this channel, your first time stumbling on this channel, guys, don't forget to click the subscribe button. Is here. Look at my mouse, the subscribe button on on the YouTube page. Click the subscribe button, and click the notification bell to get notified whenever I upload the next part. This is the day 2 of this Python project, right? The day 2 of it. Please remember to click the like, because the like is going to help YouTube to boost the algorithm of this channel, to help YouTube to forward these videos to many people, to other users, so that they can be able to find it helpful. Okay, guys, so that is it. This is the expectation. Now let's try to head over now to do it practically now and see, to understand the outcome of this particular project. Okay, guys, if you see, it's telling here, look how the output is going to look like. The outcome is going to be, say, enter a password. So you're supposed to enter a password with a string. Let's say I'm going to enter the password. I'm going to put all the various things, the things that we're supposed to put here. You want to enter sorry, enter the length of your password. I'm going to give, let's say I'm giving 17. And it's the next project, the sixth project I'm already trying to answer here. 17. So it says, oh, you want to include, you want your current, the length of your password to be 17 correct letters or characters, whatever it is in length. And then it's asking you, do you want to include uppercase letters? I said yes. Do you want to include lowercase letters? I say yes. Do you want to include special characters? I say yes. And then I'll continue. It's going to give me, see, this is the password that it has generated for us. So you see, it's beautiful, right? It has generated this password for us based on the things we have given in the project, how we want it to look like, and how to generate a password for us. So including all these things, it has generated the password for us. So let's see how we can assemble the code to see how we can be able to get this. Now let's go to see it. Now, guys, look at it. The first thing is I have two packages I'm importing here. I have import string and import random, because it's going to be generating a random word, a random. It's going to be generating a random password, and everything is a string that we are having here, because the password is going to be a string that is going to be entering. So I'm importing like that. The first thing I'm going to do is say I'm using a function, and this function, I said dev generate password. The function name is generate password, and in generating password, I'm passing parameters to it. I'm passing the length, include uppercase, include numbers, include what? Special characters that we already saw. These are the parameters I'm passing into this, that I'm passing in this particular function. So these parameters I'm giving because we have to be able to use them. Then I say it should raise a value exception. It should raise an exception Means that what? Say password length is too short. If in case the user enters a length that is too short, specified for the criteria. Now coming to it, we have the password which is empty, and I'm seeing that this password we want to get in person parameters and things that we want to include. Say if include uppercase, and then we say random dot choice, the string, the ASCII value should be in uppercase, isn't it? Whatever the letters we are having there should be in the case that we are assigning to this password. And remember, it's a postfix operation that we are using here, means that we are postfix, we are incrementing it. We are going to the same place. If it includes what numbers, we are going to increment to also assign what the numbers to the password. Means that what from here we are adding. If it includes special, say if it includes special characters, that special characters also, and we are saying that what the string dot punctuation, the special characters, we are going to also what increment it to add to that particular password. You get it? Now, coming to this part, which is very, very beautiful also, it said fill the remaining length with any what allowed characters. So what is going to happen? Look at it. Now we have gotten what? Because somebody will be asking here, I said, maybe for example, it has asked me to enter the length of the password, I give 15. Now, this is the only things it's having the 4 here. I'm saying include upper character, say yes, uppercase character, yes, is going to add an uppercase character. It's going to add a word or a digit. It's going to add a number there. It's going to also word or maybe a special character. Now, what becomes of it to make 15 characters? The choice is not up to 15 because what it has added is not up to 15, right? So that is what happens here. Meaning that what it is still going to use the same thing. What happens is string dot ASCII lowercase is going to now assign what even the lowercase that we want to add the other characters to a particular variable that is called character. We're going to assign it there, is including uppercase. So it's going to assign all these characters now to include what to make that password to fill up to that 15 length. For the length of the password to be able to be 15. That's why I say include numbers. It's a string dot digit and it's going to increment it and add it to it. So it's going to keep incrementing that the thing until it reaches the 15 letter password of length. You say for, I say for in range of, you say what the length, what is the length of the password? What am I having as the length of the password? I'm passing this length of password. I'm saying password if I increment it means with random choice of that character, means that the characters that I've already grouped all those characters is going to have it. And then I'm saying that the password, I'm saying a list, it should list not the password. This list of password assigning to a password list variable. And I'm saying that it should randomly shuffle. It should randomly shuffle that particular password list, and it should want to join those what? Join those particular password lists, the characters that are inside that password list. It should join them and it should return it to me as my password. You get it? Now coming to the main function. This is the main function where the logic takes place here. The def main function, I say what? I'm asking the users, I'm passing an input function in an int function because it's going to be an integer value. I say enter the password length, the length of your password that I'm asking, and I'm assigning to a variable called length. Because I'm asking these users, you get it? Enter the length of password, I'm assigning to a variable called length. So this length variable is holding what the length of that particular password. That's what the length variable is holding. And then I'm also asking the users to enter, you see, include uppercase letter. And I'm given a constraint here because I'm like giving it, I say equals to, say in the lowercase, I say equals to y, means that it must be yes. It's a constraint. But whatever they're thinking, the user will not be able to have the choice to even say no. It should be yes. Whether you say no, it's still going to take it as yes. It's a constraint because to make your password to be strong, you have to include all these things. Okay. And then I say include numbers. I said yes. So I give dot lower, the lower method here, so to allow the users to just type in the lower case. Include special characters. I said yes. So now look at what happens. Now it says to generate the password now, including the length, so length, include uppercase, include numbers, and include special characters. Then it's going to print a password for us. Means that it is going to shuffle everything as we said, right? It's going to shuffle whatever the character, the password list here. It's going to join everything together and it's going to print the password for us. And now I am putting this in a try block. I'm putting the try block because while putting it, it can be able to, for example, if a user now gives something that is invalid, that is not part of any of these things here, it should not throw an error right on the screen. It should be able to handle that error for us. That is why I put it in the try block, the exception handling here to handle it for us. Then we are calling the main function. And when we do that, what happened? So you see, this is just it, guys. You can see it is understandable, right? It's just all about the code, understandable about everything. When we do that, then we are going to have now what? The program. So the project is complete. Now let's run this project, the code, and see. See, enters the length of the password. Let's say my length of my password is 10. That is 10. It says, do you want to include? It says, include uppercase letter. I say yes. Lowercase letter, yes. And then special characters, yes. So this is all. And then print the password. You see, I'm including all of this. I'm including, see, include uppercase letters, include lowercase letter, and then the next thing is that what it should print the password as it generates it. That is why we are having the password here that it has included with the special characters and everything. And then it prints the password for us to be able to get it. So guys, hope this is clear. This is how you can be able to generate your password. You get, guys, we are now in the last project of today, which is the project 6, which is a password strength checker. Now we've seen how we can generate a password. Now we want to, like a situation, we want to write a project. It's a project that wants to make to build out, be able to check the strength of your password, to know whether your password is strong, your password is weak, or it is medium, or it is very weak. You get it? So what is the expectation of this particular project? The project should ask the users to enter their password. And when you enter the password, so the password strength should be validated, right? Based on some certain conditions. So if it contains number, lowercase and uppercase letters, special characters, and required length, then we should print that the password is strong. Otherwise, if it contains any four of the above condition, it should also print that the password is also strong. Otherwise, if it contains any three of the above conditions, then it should print that it should display a message for us to tell the user that the password is medium. Otherwise, if it contains only two of the above conditions, it should be able to tell the user that your password is weak. Else, it should make the user to understand that your password is very, very weak. So that's it, guys. This is the expectation of this project. The project is very good. It's for you to be able to validate the strength of your password, to check the strength of your password, if it is strong, if it is medium, if it is weak, or it is very, very weak. So guys, before we continue with that, as usual, don't forget to click a like in this video. Please like the video, share, and then, subscribe. Keep a comment in the comment section. So let's head over and see how this project is being written, how we can be able to assemble our codes to get this out. So guys, so you see, this is how the outcome is going to be. It's going to ask the users to enter a password. The users can enter the password. Now, when you enter the password, make sure to remember the 5 things: the length of the password, what it include lowercase, uppercase. It should be what? It should include special characters, and also what? It should include numbers, right? So these are the 5 things that will make the password very strong, and also, if we give what? If we give 4 of it, it can also be strong. So let's try to enter based on that. So the length of it, let's say, just randomly, right? I'm just going to give, let's say the length of it, I'm just going to give some numbers. I'm mixing everything. So if I take enter, it's telling me very strong. So the password is very strong because it contains the 5 things. The length is good. It contains small letters, it contains numbers, it contains what? It contains uppercase letters, it contains special characters. Now, what are the situation where we are having just 4 of it? Let's say we are having just 4 of it. I'm having the upper case, and I'm also having what I'm mixing. I'm having special characters and just the length. Let's see. It's going to tell us that the password is strong. So from very strong to strong. Now, let's see of a situation where password. Now let's try to understand again the password of my medium, which is just going to have only three of those things. So I'm just going to have numbers, and I'm having special characters, and then I'm just going to have with that. So it's going to tell me, you see, it's strong because why? It's having, the length is good. It has 4 of the thing. The length is good, the special character, and the then also word numbers and small letters. Now I'm going to be able to do what I'm going to do is that I'm going to give it the format where it is going to be medium and weak and the rest. So with that, so you see, it is telling me that it is strong, right? It is having how many of the things? Oh, I didn't change that. It's okay. So this is how it is going to be going. Don't worry, we are going to come back here for it to make it for it to be medium and strong and the rest. So this is how it's going to be telling us. Because if I just give like this, you see, it's going to tell me that it's very weak. The password is very weak because with this you can easily hack your account, isn't it? Just something, just small letter, something. It's not having any letter, any digit or something inside. So without being said, guys, let's try to go now to see how we can do with this. So, guys, in order for us to go with this project, we are going to import the re, which is what the regular expression is just for a regular expression. For us to get going, we are going to be dealing with patterns here, isn't it? So we need to import this particular package. So we have a function. The first thing is to define the function. That is the function we are given the name as check password strength. And we are passing a parameter to it, which is password, because it has to be checking with the password strength, right? So the parameter is having just one parameter, which is just the password. And then we are initializing the strength. We have a variable here which is strength and initializing it to 0. That is strength from the beginning is 0. Now these are the conditions. We have 5 conditions that we have to meet for this password to be very strong. The first condition is that if the length of this password is greater or equals to 8, then then the strength, we know the strength, this strength now we are incrementing it. The first thing is coming, we're incrementing it. So we have to keep incrementing it, the postfix equation. This is a postfix equation, right? So we have what increment it to 1. You get it? And they say if the read dot search, if it searches through the pattern of that particular password, and then from it finds that it's having A to Z in that particular password, then the strength of it is already going to increment it also. You see, if the regular expression also the read dot search in that particular pattern of is having our uppercase letters A to Z in that particular password, you get to the particular password that we are having, then that is incrementing the strength again. And the same thing goes if it's search again, it's going to if it has numbers inside, it has number inside that particular expression, the regular expression, you have numbers from 0 to 9 inside. And then also you're going to check again, it has what the special characters, any of it inside. Then what is going to happen? It's going to return the string to us. And this string that is going to return, let's come to this main function where the whole idea is built. So we are in the main function, we are having an input function that we are asking the users. We say enter the password. We are asking the users to enter their password. When the user enter the password, we are storing in the variable called password. That is why you see we are having here in this particular password. That's why it is comparing. It is checking if these conditions are met. There's incrementing it. The conditions are met. The conditions we are having. So what happened now? You see, if the strength now is equals to 5, what do we mean that if the strength is equals to 5? Meaning that because if each of these it is incrementing it by 1, incrementing until it finally has what 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If the strength of the password is 5, it means that all these 5 conditions are met, isn't it? Means these 5 conditions are met in that particular password, which is beautiful, meaning that the password now is going to return to us that print password is very strong. Therefore, it's going to tell us that your password the password strength is very strong because all the 5 conditions are met, isn't it? Now, elif, if the strength is 4, is equals to 4, meaning that if it meets any 4 of these criteria, any 4 of them at random in any order, any 4 of the conditions here are met, then it's going to return us to print a statement to tell us that what your password strength is strong. Elif, if the strength is equals to 3, means that if any 3 conditions here are met, in these 5 conditions here, inside these 5 conditions, any 3 conditions are met for your password, then it is going to print a message to tell us, it's going to give us a message, a feedback to tell us that your password is medium. Elif, if any 2 of the condition, if the strength of the password is equals to 2, means that if any of the condition, because remember you are returning the strength, if any 2 condition in any order is met, any 2 condition means that when any two condition, any order is met, what is going to tell us, going to print that your password is weak. Otherwise, if none of the conditions are met, only one is met, is going to tell you your password is very, very weak. That is what is going to happen. And then we are calling the main function. So meaning that if you run this particular program, so this project, if you run, is going to ask you to enter your password. So if you're entering your password, now I want to meet all with this. I'm going to go to I want to just try to see if I can meet all the conditions. You get it? Just to say you meet all the conditions, and then you see it's going to tell you very strong. Your password is very strong. You're just meeting all the conditions. Otherwise, if in case, if in case the password is not, you're not meeting all the conditions, so what happened? You're missing either four of it, any four of it. What is going to say? The password is strong. Because any four, you can see what is missing here. The one that's missing is the length. The length is less than 8. Because you see it's from 8 and above. Isn't it? Greater or equals to 8. Remember what we gave here. The password should be greater or equals to 8. And it should have small letters, capital letters, digits, and also it should have what? Special characters. You should also have special characters. So let's run it again. So now, and then with the condition that is given us here for us to tell, means that we have met, these two conditions are met. Now is the third one. Let's say it's having just what? Let's say it's having now just this in three of the conditions. It's going to tell your password is medium. Right. It's having only what? Small letters, capital letters, and a digit. So it is medium. Now let's go a situation where it is having just two of the conditions that are met. So it is going to tell your password is weak. That is it, just two conditions, small letters and special characters. So it's just telling us. Then let's see a situation where it is going to tell you your password is very, very, very weak. So you're just having just one condition that is made. You see your password is very weak. You get it? It's very, very weak. That is it, guys. So this is clear. This is how you can be able to check your password. This is a program, a project that is going to help you to be able to check if your password is your check the listener, the strength of your password. If it is very strong, if it is strong, or it is weak, medium, weak, or very weak. You get it? It's going to be able to check. That is how when you go into site, when you go to fill forms online or you're putting password, tell you to create a password or generate a password, automatically can it generates a password to you, or you put your own password. And when it asks you to generate a password, if it generates a password, know that these are things that I've done in the background. I've already generated it, it will give you, or otherwise you'll be able to do what to enter your own password, and when you enter it, is going to validate it to tell you whether your password is very strong, it is medium, it is weak, or very weak. So this is it, guys. So you can see that you can do the same thing that you have been seeing, isn't it? So thank you, guys. This is it. We've come to the end of the class today, guys. About this, this in the three Python. This is day two. Python 25 Python project for beginners to advance in 2025. So remember to like the video, share the video, and if you have never subscribed to this channel, subscribe. And if you have not watched the part one of this, the day one of this, because every day when we are uploading, the first day we had three projects, the second day we also have three projects, the third day also we are going to have three projects. So if you have not watched that video, if you look up here now as I'm talking to you, you see the video on the screen. Just click to it. You're going to see the first day one with the project. As I'm talking to you, you see the video there. That you can click it now and you can be able to watch it and practice. So, guys, see you in the next class in day three, where we are going to also be seeing three different projects. As I said, the projects are going to be advances as we are going. We are going to be advancing and going till the end to have complex and complex projects. So, thank you guys for staying tuned with us. So, share and like. See you in the next class. Thank you. Bye bye.